My sister stole every boyfriend I ever had, so I introduced her to one who destroyed her life forever. Natalie was 3 years younger than me and the family's golden child. While I was responsible and studious, she was beautiful and charismatic, getting anything she wanted with a smile. Our parents constantly compared us. Why can't you be more easygoing like Natalie? The pattern started when I was 16, dating David, my first serious relationship. Natalie was only 13, but already showed disturbing intuition about getting male attention. She showed up at a party wearing my shirt, asking David innocent questions about his dreams. Within 2 weeks, he broke up with me. A week later, I found them kissing in our backyard. When I confronted my parents, she's just a child. She doesn't understand. But I saw in her eyes that she understood perfectly. At 17, she stole Marcus, the basketball captain. At 18, Jeremy, my chemistry lab partner. At 19, Alex, whom I'd spent an entire summer talking to. The pattern was identical. Appear, show interest in their hobbies, flirt innocently, and they'd lose interest in me. The final straw came with Lucas. I'd kept him secret for 7 months, but my cousins spotted us together at Memorial Day. Within a week, Natalie had tracked him down through LinkedIn, called his company pretending to be a delivery person to get his address, then convinced his doorman she was my sister. When I arrived at his apartment, she was sitting on his couch. "I always get what I want, Liv," she said with that cruel laugh. "You should know that by now." Lucas broke up with me 3 days later, saying he felt a special connection with Natalie. That night, I finally admitted the truth. I hated my sister. Not jealousy, pure hatred for someone who'd spent a decade systematically destroying my relationships. Instead of running away again, I decided to give Natalie exactly what she wanted, an irresistible man who would teach her a lesson forever. Using background check databases at my accounting firm, I researched men with histories of manipulation and abuse. I found Nicholas Chen, 33, with financial fraud charges, domestic violence cases, and romance scams. He was currently facing lawsuits for investment schemes that cost people their retirement savings. Nicholas was incredibly charming, handsome, well-dressed, confident. He specialized in targeting vulnerable women with money, presenting himself as a successful investment consultant. I approached him at a cafe, pretending to be a financial consultant with wealthy clients. He took the bait, seeing me as a source of new investors. During our third meeting, I mentioned my beautiful younger sister, who was tired of college boys. At Natalie's 23rd birthday dinner, I arrived with Nicholas, playing the perfect girlfriend. He was attentive and devoted to me throughout the evening. When Natalie performed her usual charm routine, he was polite but uninterested, always redirecting attention back to me. For the first time in her life, Natalie encountered resistance. This only made her want him more. For 6 weeks, she pursued him relentlessly, showing up where we met, learning his interests, spending money trying to impress him. Nicholas remained politely disinterested while following our script perfectly. In November, Nicholas and I staged a public breakup. Within days, Natalie was at his apartment offering comfort. By Christmas, they were dating. By January, she'd moved into his luxury Chicago apartment. That's when Nicholas revealed his true nature. He isolated her from friends and family, convinced her to invest her $38,000 savings in his exclusive fund, then became controlling and violent. When she tried to leave, she discovered he'd drained all her accounts. In July, the FBI raided the apartment. Natalie was arrested as an accomplice in his fraud scheme. Nicholas had systematically implicated her in his crimes, using her naivety against her. She spent 6 months in jail awaiting trial, then received 4 months in federal prison and 3 years probation. Her criminal record destroyed her career prospects, and she moved to Austin to work as a veterinary receptionist.